You thought you'd turned out the lights.
But in the quiet darkness,
some stories refuse to stay buried. Bedtime Stories. Uncover the truth. Subscribe if you dare.
There once stood a house far north, where the sun barely rose for 3 hours a day. Behind a fogged window, a single oil lamp kept burning, not for warmth, but to keep something unseen from fading away. They said the man who lived there was once a scholar, a man who believed that even death could be reasoned with. Victor Albrecht, the alchemist of the northern wind. No one remembered his face, only his eyes that had seen too much. When he was young, Victor was brilliant, a student of anatomy, of light and electricity, of the pulse hidden beneath the flesh. But when his mother died in his arms, he whispered, "If God cannot keep her soul, then I will learn to do it myself." That was the last prayer he ever spoke. From that night on, he no longer searched for God. He searched to become one. Years passed. His cellar became a cathedral of madness. Glass tubes breathing light, copper wires trembling, and hearts still beating in jars. He wrote in his journal, "A man is the sum of his memories. If I can stitch memory, I can awaken the soul." He called it Project Helena. One winter night, Victor stood before the table. On it, the pale form of a woman, silent, still. He whispered, "Helena, come home." Lightning struck. The room exploded with white light. Then a breath, fragile and wet. Her eyes opened, mirrors of guilt and wonder. "Who am I?" Victor stepped back, trembling. He ran up the stairs, out into the storm, leaving his miracle behind. The creature awoke alone, cold, naked, and afraid. It wandered into the woods, chased by voices calling monster. Each wound it suffered taught it a word: pain, fear, solitude. Under the frozen moon, it looked into the river and whispered, "If no one names me, I will name myself, Adam, the first and the last of his kind." Years passed again, and Victor grew old, his hair white, his hands shaking when he lit his lamp. He had burned his notes, but not his memories. Every night, he heard a whisper, carried by the wind, "Father." One night, the door creaked open, and there it stood, taller, gentler, eyes filled with sorrow. "You abandoned me," it said. "You made me, but never taught me how to live." Victor lowered his head. "I made you because I feared loss, but to create a soul without love is theft." Adam knelt before him. "Then let me teach you how to let go." When the villagers found the house that spring, Victor was dead beside a cold lamp, eyes open, staring at something unseen. Outside, only footprints in the snow, leading into the mountains, fading into mist. They say, when the northern wind howls, a tall figure walks among the peaks, carrying a lamp that never dies. If you listen closely, you may hear a voice, soft, trembling. I am not a monster. I am only the dream of a man who could not accept death.